is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank the witnesses for appearing. I'd like to move quickly to the area of eminent domain as the latest tool to accelerate gentrification. Generally speaking, this is what can happen. There's a new baseball stadium to be constructed. There's a need to purchase property. The municipality has to pay the worth of the property. But the worth that is paid is the worth that the property has prior to the stadium being built. Persons around the stadium who are not going to have their land taken, they will sell their land for a lot more than the persons who will make the sacrifice and sell their land. Ms. Chappell, I see you nodding. Would you kindly give some additional thoughts in terms of how this impacts gentrification?
So when redevelopment like you're describing happens, there's a windfall profit, right, that happens to properties around the area. So you may find that people are selling now, and often they have to evict their current tenants in order to sell the property. Or you'll find that in neighboring dwellings, rents are going up very quickly as the land values have increased for everybody in that area. So the landlords want to be able to make their own windfall profit.
I'm looking at legislation in this area. Are you a person that might want to have some input into such legislation?
I'd be happy to chat.
If there's anyone else who'd like to chat, I'd be honored to chat with you as well. I'm moving quickly now to another area. There seems to be the notion that we can do more for the poor with less, but that the wealthy need more to do more. I'm posing this proposition because it seems to me that there is a desire to solve all of these problems without additional funds from the federal government. So I ask, do you believe that there will have to be some additional funds from the federal government to solve these problems that we've been talking about? Are there programs that we can just eliminate to the extent that we won't need to have any additional federal dollars? Would anyone like to respond?
I agree with you that more federal investment is needed. I alluded earlier, if you take project-based Section 8 as an example, that was a program that was repealed in 1983, and the money that Congress appropriates today is just for contracts that were awarded since then. We have not created new rental assistance since 1983 for all the new families that we've minted, both through population growth and through greater income disparity. We talk about subsidy, but we really should be talking about investment. We invest in our national priorities. We invest in transportation. We invest in education. We invest in national defense. We need to invest in housing.
Anyone else?
I would add that we spend every year much more money on homeowner tax subsidies than we do on direct housing assistance to the needy. We are not in a housing crisis for lack of resources. We lack something else. The data on Housing First clearly indicates that it's a good investment. It costs less to run the program than not to invest. So a deeper investment in a Housing First model is actually a cost savings mechanism, not an extra spending mechanism.
Well, I'm going to yield back since we're running short of time.
Thank you very much, and we